Today I purchased a chuck roast, and I'm going to rub it down real quick and then go outside to smoke it. Just wanted to kind of go through the steps I do when I get a roast. I got it 2.3 pounds. It's gonna sell for like $6 a pound, not so bad. Probably try to get it in by 2, and then we'll smoke it for about 6 hours. So let's get started. So first off, I'm gonna put down some parchment paper just to keep my pan from having the meat on it. I'm gonna wash it out when I finish anyway, but I just use parchment paper, so it's relatively cheap and inexpensive, and it just covers up the pan, so the meat's not directly on your pan. You can use whatever you want. You can use it on a pan or use it on a plate, but I just like it. It's like 90 cents a roll at Aldi's, so I always use it in case it's kind of weird juices to come out of here or something. It's a pretty good piece of meat, and definitely it's gonna smoke well for sure. I'm trying to put that there. So you look at the sides of it. Top side, pretty good cut of meat. The bottom's got some fat on it. I'll grill this way down that way. So I'm used to doing like pulled pork, where you leave the fat on. Not sure if I'm supposed to take this off or not. Definitely leave some comments. Let me know what you think. When you do a chuck roast, how do you do it? When you smoke it, do you leave it on? Do you leave the fat on? Do you cut it off? Or when you put it on the grill, do you actually put it down this way so the fat, the juice can drip into the meat? Or do you sunny side up it and have it up top? So that's on you. First, we're gonna start off with some olive oil. It's a Great Value olive oil here, nothing special. It's gonna go down on both sides of the meat, just a little bit on each meat, each side, just to give it a little bit to substance to kind of retain the seasoning we're gonna put on it. I'm gonna make this real simple. I have some Kingsford Cajun style all-purpose seasoning. It says spicy. It's really not too spicy, so I'm gonna use that. You can use your salt or pepper. You also can use the garlic salt too as well. Garlic salt works well too. But for the rub, I want to use the Cajun. It's a thicker piece of meat, so you can kind of gingerly put this on. The good thing about the parchment paper is when you flip it over, it's a thick piece, so I'm going to gingerly put it on. So, see, it's a lot on there. Get the sides too as well. Get your sides. And the olive oil is gonna make it so that everything sticks on. Maybe a little too much, but I can always knock it off. It's gonna come off when I put it on the grill anyway. So there it is, something simple. You can say you can use salt and pepper, you can use seasoning salt, you can use garlic salt, you can use whatever you want, really, when you're gonna go out and smoke it. But I just stick with one seasoning. And then as I get farther along, I can baste it with something else. So just kind of flip this around here. Just a little bit more olive oil on it. So see, the meat has a good cover on it of seasoning, which is going to be really good flavor. And the good thing is we're using parchment paper. Another thing is easy cleanup. So I want to put this in the refrigerator while I get the grill and everything started. Just fold it over. Fold both sides. Relatively. Your meat's packaged here. Get a Ziploc bag in case there's any juices to come out. I doubt there is, but you don't want to have the juice-free meat in your refrigerator. Put that up. Alright, and then you got a clean pan pretty much. I'm still going to wash it, but there's relatively no easy cleanup on this end. So I'm going to put this in. I'm going to go out to the grill, start the grill up, get my smoke box ready, and then I'll. So today I'm going to be using some mesquite wood chips. I had a real smoker, I think it was last season, and so I got some leftover chips, thank goodness. Thought I had more, but this should be enough. Like that, get a good amount. I'm probably can always add more later if need be. And I'm gonna walk it over here to the sink. Some people say they don't like soaking them, some people do. I'm just gonna soak them anyway. If you get better success of not soaking them, let me know. What do you normally do? I soak them just because just feels like they might burn a little slower, but I'm sure they're probably burning at the same speed. Just your really preference. And then you also too could add the drops in as well, like the mesquite drops if you had, or some other flavor drops if you wanted to, into here. I'll let those sit while the grill warms up, but just want to show you what I would do with the chips. You could add some more water, and it's kind of dry, but this is another tip I use when I smoke on a charcoal grill. I use a mixture of matchlight. So the way I get it started is I use a mixture between the matchlight ones from Kingsford or whatever brand you want. Walmart has a good brand too. And I put those around, and I use these on top, the standard ones. Use a mix between the two. Just it helps me with the heat. Just getting the overall good flame going. If someone else does that, let me know. But I'm just Ron, so I just do things sometimes that doesn't make sense, you know. But I'm about to go start it up now. All right, guys. So I use my mixture of the Instalight and the regular charcoal. Got it spread out between. It's gonna take off here. I put all the charcoals on one side because I want to smoke it. So I'm going to put my smoke box in the same side as the heat. Put the meat off to the side a little bit, so the offset heat, whatever. I'm gonna give that time to get to the ones at the bottom, and then we'll go from there. I want to do a slow burn like that. It's gonna come out good once they all turn white. Still got a couple of minutes left. Just giving you a quick update. Okay, so I don't know if you saw my other video on the open box one on the smoker box that I picked up. The first time using it today. I'll put a link to that video so you can get the reviews on it. It's pretty simple. I mean, I think it's more amusing if you watch it, but basically you got your smoker unit with the top with the holes in it. Comes with these two quality brushes here. I'm sure will pay off in the long run. So what I'm gonna do is just take my chips, and because I want to put this on before the meat goes on, so it's already smoking. So still got plenty of chips left, plenty of that left. Top stainless steel unit. You know, a decent material. Let's say you can look at the video and the unboxing video and like it. If you don't like it, you can not like it, and then tell me why you don't like it. And this is gonna be ready to go out on the grill here in about 10 minutes. And once it starts to get the heat up, I'm gonna put this on first over the heat, maybe off to the back over the heat, and then we will sit back and relax. And I do have a wireless thermometer too as well, which I'll be showing you using that too as well here shortly. Alright, we're starting to get a little closer here to when it's the outside ones are gonna burn a little slower, but they're the regular charcoals. I'm gonna go ahead and set my smoker on there, charcoal box, sorry. Let that start to get warmed up, and gonna bring the meat out probably in about a couple of minutes. So it's almost showtime. All right, so now we're cooking. So I have the charcoal box is starting to smoke. The smoker box is starting to smoke a little bit. Pesky fly. I got my meat on now. It's ready to go. Things are starting to warm up here. This grill, which I picked up for 20 bucks on Facebook, was actually pretty good. Grill. I'm going to convert it over to a real smoker. A buddy of mine's going to help me do a project where we're going to put a piece down the middle and have the separate sides, but that's down the road. But for like 20 bucks is not a bad deal. I got the gas grill here, but this is something I just want to kind of play around with, smoke with. And then you can smoke on gas grill. They have those triangular smoker boxes for those that will work just fine. All right, so I'm going to control this down in there. Keep an eye on my temperature. Make sure it doesn't get too warm. Keep the vents going for now at least. So remember I said earlier I had a wireless thermometer. I got the Expert Grill. I think I picked it up at Walmart. It's about maybe 12, 13 bucks in Maryland, maybe a little cheaper where you are. It's pretty cool. It also lets you know like when the food's supposed to be done. It has it all, as I could show you. It has the different temperatures for fish, beef, lamb, veal, pork, turkey. It talks about the well done temp. If you want it well done, if you want to change what you're eating, change the temp when it hits. You can change your meat. So beef is 170, veal is 165, or so on. But it's pretty cool. I like it. Gets the job done. There are a lot of models out there that are much more expensive, but this one works. Simple price. You know me, I'm just round, just simple. Smoke box is smoking, of course. We want to kind of keep it around 200, 250. It does have a little latch on it I can prop open. It's not always closed. But yeah, try to keep that temperature down a little bit. All right, we are about an hour and a half. Temperature's starting to even out. 250, right where we want it. Let's take a look inside. I put a couple of new charcoals on top. Smoke box, I redid it a little while ago. I didn't show you guys because it was just too much going on inside with the kids. New charcoal starting to do it. Meat's looking good. It's looking good. So we still got a couple hours left. I'm gonna go inside actually, and keeping that heat around 250. I'm gonna go inside actually and get my thermometer here in a second. Probably another 20-30 minutes. Come back out and check on it, and let's see how it goes. 6:30 something, so it's been on a couple of hours, almost 3 hours. Temperature's right about 2 something, just like I want it. Meat's looking good. The wood chips are still pretty good. Haven't dried out yet. The meat's still on the right side. I haven't flipped it yet, but I'm gonna do it now. I'm not sure if it's the right thing to do, but I'm gonna do it because it's been on this side for a while. Oh yeah, look at that. That looks good. Look at the juices on that. All right, now we're cooking now. I gotta move a little bit closer to the heat now because what's gonna happen is as it gets over those coals and that fat drips down, it's gonna get that heat going. But that's gonna be good, and the smoke smell is really coming through now. That's a good piece of meat. Alright, so we're gonna close it back up. So while I'm out here, I'm actually gonna turn on my thermometer here. And for meat, we're gonna go beef, which is already on beef, and we're gonna turn on the sensor, and we're gonna open it up, and we're gonna get an internal temperature of the meat. Now, so we come over here. It says the current temperature is 165. The beef set temp is 170 for well. I think we are good to go. I'm gonna move it off the heat a little bit to the side again. I know I just said I moved it back, but I think we're good to go there. Move that back over here. Offset that heat. And the cool part about this is it's at a temperature now where it's really, we're letting the juices just sit in the side here. So we're good to go. I'm gonna go and start cleaning up my mess here, get my charcoals back in the house. I will see you guys in a little while. Smoke box, I can flip it over now to show you guys. It is still, it did pretty well. First time out, did pretty well. These wood chips didn't even burn, probably because I was cooking such a low rate. Or maybe it's because I soaked them in water. Not sure which one it is, but hey, I'll take it either way. Meat's already done pretty much. It's was at 165 when I checked last time. It's gonna pull this bad boy off. Look at there. Looks delicious. Put it here. I'm gonna come back out and get my wood box and my top so it's not sitting out in the weather. I'm gonna clean up a mess I made here with the other wood chips. I didn't want to put them in my trash can until they cool down. So I'll let that cool down. Come out and clean the grill off. I'm a big fan favorite of cleaning it off right after you grill. I know most people, you grill, you're ready to eat, but getting the stuff off the grill while still warm saves you in the long run. At least I think so. So I'm gonna leave everything here, and it's pretty much. I'm gonna take this in the house and carve her up. It looks really good though. For the first time me doing this is, I think it came out pretty well. Got the Andy Griffin on. Can't go wrong with there. All right, so I put some corn on, put some rice on. I'm gonna let this sit for about 10 minutes. The juices kind of fall into place, and then we'll slice her up.
I was playing. Yeah, they didn't give me my money back yet, Savannah, for that ATM withdrawal. Funny.
Stress worsens your digestive issues. Try new.